Hi, this is Ursula Carver at Grand Canyon University, SPED Class 590, and I am starting my final evaluation video the way I start and end every day, and that's with a mile or two walk for mindfulness, reflection, planning, for work, family, and grad school. So a lot of hours and miles have been walked for this master's program, so it just seemed appropriate. So here's my presentation. I hope you enjoy it. Good morning, this is Ursula Carver with Grand Canyon University. This is my final evaluation presentation for SPED 590, which is the fieldwork. And as you can see, it is first thing in the morning, and I'm the first one here, and I'm just setting up my classroom for my students. And my IAs, we're going to get very busy very quickly in about 10 minutes. And so what I'm doing, just getting everything ready, getting their work out, so we can have a productive day. The way the morning typically works is I will set up the classroom and my instructional assistants will bring in the students. What we've done to negate behaviors is we've gone ahead and moved the backpack cubbies to the hallway, and I've changed the classroom again. So actually don't need a desk, so I just have my chair. So if I need to, I can have my chair in front of the door and block while or have one of my assistants in the chair while we work on our behaviors. And we only work on reinforcing positive behavior. So we will say things like calm hands, calm body, take deep breaths, quiet walking in the halls. We try and teach our students to be mindful and respectful to their peers and productive with our academic work. So let's see, I still have the room split into two. So this is our academic side, and the other side is our calming center. And our students are really benefiting from this. Let me open my door. So in the calming center, you can see we have a creative area where they can draw with chalk. We have some Legos on the floor, and then we have a dollhouse full of figures and furniture, and then the wooden sink and refrigerator and a little stove over there so they can play house. We have tons of just things that are calming and soothing, blocks and bricks, and this is our giving tree, which and then this is some of my students' artwork. We're just making our names with stickers, which is nice. It's something fun we can do. And then we have this lovely cabinet full of just paints and construction paper, just things like that we use a lot of. We go through and glue and crayons and markers and things like that. Let's see. Today's Veterans Day. So we are celebrating our veterans who and honoring them for serving in the armed forces. And what my students did was a lot of fun. This is a really nice activity that we did. They're super creative. What we did is we colored all of the different armed forces. So we have the Marines, the Army, Navy, Coast Guard, what else? And we have them on display in the hallway. So it was a really creative outlet for my students, which was a lot of fun. And our school is doing a lovely slideshow, a family of students and staff during the school morning meeting, which is nice. I think it's a wonderful way to honor and celebrate our vets. Also on display, we are working on the letter J, and as you know from previous evaluations, just to inspire my students, I like to do a big mural of whatever letter we're working on for the week. So this week it's the letter J. So I have a baby jaguar. And I did my best to make it look like Baby Jaguar from Go Diego Go. But I tried. And then also for part of our learnings, we did a match the number to the color. And so the apples would be red, the leaves would be green, the hat would be gray, the tree trunk would be brown, that type of thing. So on our We Love Fall Most of All collage, I had my students, so this is an example of the Johnny Appleseed letter to color matching project. And then also for our painting and pre-writing skills, we did turkey collages, and this is a really nice treat to send home to the parents so they can see how hard their students are working. And let's see, and the students really, their uniqueness and individuality really shines through on these projects. And then of course we have our gourds, so we have these lovely pumpkins, and everyone's just a little bit different, and you can see the different levels of where everyone is. And then another directive was to make your favorite autumn scene. So we have the trees, and everyone used different colors. And then let's see, for the backdrop it says, we love fall most of all. So I think that's a nice theme. And then all of this will go home to the families. So it's just something nice to do. And then moving on, let's see, we have a tomato I'm walking and talking. We have a tomato sensitivity in the classroom, so I just put that on the door, and then I'll drop into the lunchroom. And so for example, this week they were serving marinara sauce and a meat sauce, so I had my student with the tomato sensitivity just have the plain noodles. So easy, but it's important to you know, when I hear the menu, that I'd be mindful of that, and just makes the students' day a little bit easier. Let's see. Oh, also over here we have our computers, and we try to spend at least 20-30 minutes, depending on attention spans and interest, with our laptops and just our basic computer skills. And our county provides so many amazing programs for my students, so I'm thrilled to have that. Let's see, I think that's it for now. I have about 5 minutes to get ready for my kids, so more soon. High expectations. I believe that all students can learn. I think my students should be set up with and supported by my realistic expectations for their success. I always have multiple means of engagement for my students to learn and relay the expectations in a positive way. For example, using Class Dojo, I only reward positive behaviors and do not utilize the needs improvement option, because by selecting positive options, my students are already neutralizing their negative behavior and changing the outcome to a positive one. And I just happened to run into my amazing mentor, Miss Schiavone. She helps me with so much, with things like progress notes and learning the software and the ways of the school, and with all of my students' behavior. She had some of my students last year, so she's just been an amazing resource for this entire journey, and I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Of course.
Okay, so the students are slowly rolling in. So what we're doing is we are helping them open breakfast and handing out straws. Here you go, sweetheart. Let's open this up. I know it's yours. Let's open it up. There you go. And we have lovely breakfast for the students. We have apples, bagels, cream cheese, apple juice, and milk for today. And you can open the straw. Do you need help opening this?
No, because.
Okie dokie. What about this? Do you need help opening the apple slices?
Yes, where's Gasman?
They're on their way, I promise. Now let me help you open this. Did you get this open?
No.
Okay. And you got your straw. There you go. I'll save that. Open that after you finish your juice. So this is what our healthy breakfasts look like. So our students are quite fortunate to have those provided to them, which is lovely. And I've got our morning meeting queued up, our school morning meeting queued up and ready to go. And so we are going to have a great day. Some things we have in the classroom are one student has a break box. Everyone has different things that they like and that they play with. So we have, here's some of our manipulatives. We have to keep everything up high. But just for I know I showed you our big cabinet of everything we have, but just for quick use, we have counting manipulatives. We have a calming bear. We have dot art. We have, let's see, we have Play-Doh and our pencils, our glue, our markers. We have all kinds of neat things for our students just to, just in the top drawer, just have the file cabinet so we can just grab it super quick. And good morning, how are you today? Put your backpack in the cubby in the hallway. And let me see if there's a letter from Mom. So I just took a student's backpack and I just check the backpacks every morning, see if there's parent communication. I also talk to my parents through Class Dojo and through emails, phone calls. It's really important to keep the lines of communication open. So this backpack's good also. Everybody has a snack, which is awesome. And do you need help opening your breakfast? Would you like a straw? So you're going to sit here. Remember, you sit here. There we go. And some students need more help than others. And we have healthy breakfast for everyone. I know.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
And
Dress.
oh, thank you. And you look so patriotic with your
Thank
beautiful
you.
and beautiful
Thank you.
scarf. And this is my vice principal, Ms. Manning. Ms. Manning, this is my surprise.
Hi.
This is my final evaluation for grad school.
Yay! That's so exciting.
And I just wrote about how supportive and how much I appreciate you. And
oh my gosh.
that was so serendipitous that you just walk in and I'm like, and Miss Manning's here. So she's fantastic and she checks on us all the time. So I'm very fortunate to have such an amazing team. More soon. Good morning. So right now I am making homemade Play-Doh for my non-CAT special ed class. And I've got flour, baking soda, cornstarch, water, glitter, and I'll add food coloring in a little bit. Okie dokie. Let you know how that turns out. No, sweetheart.
I'm a scout.
Hi.
Mama's coming. Look at Miss Carmen.
I know, we're doing great. Okay, so this week we are making Baby Jaguar from Go Diego. And this is going to go up in our hallway, and we're going to put glitter and then paint after we draw Baby Diego in crayons. I know, we're doing great. This is fantastical. Okay, and we're starting our school-wide morning news show. This is where all of my students will stand and do Pledge of Allegiance. And then we learn about all of the things that are happening throughout the day. And this is just something wonderful that my school does. So everyone's on the same page and working together. Okay, everyone.
Thank you.
Good job. Well done. Stand for the pledge. Put your hand on the heart. Good job. Stand with me. Here we go. Put your hands on your heart.
Hands in your heart for the blood
Okay, see
To the republic for which it stands. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now let's have a moment of silence. And we're going into the character focus of the week. This week is bravery. It's where we act with mental, moral, they're adjusting the audio. So it's mental and moral strength, even when you know it's difficult or scary.
We can't hear. Can you hear now?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, we're at the moment of silence. Sorry about that.
You guys are being so good. I'm so proud of you all. So after our school-wide morning meeting, my kinders and first graders go to their base teachers, and some students stay in class with my wonderful assistant, Miss Sanchez, for our own morning meeting, and I go off to planning. So that's a typical start of the day for us. Thank you. And this is our Schoology software where we keep the communication lines open even further with school and let's see, we just see all of the mandatory trainings and see what's going on. So that's good.
Okay? Calm boy, calm hand.
There you go. Oh, I'll see you, sweetheart. And the bus safety presentation is what we're going into next. Open. Launch. And so what I do next is I'm going to go into SIS. Submit attendance, which is due promptly in the mornings. So here I am back in the teacher's lounge, and I am putting together a Veterans Day packet to send home to families, and then also a bus safety packet to send home to supplement our bus safety video presentation. After this presentation, we're going to go outside and do a practice bus safety drill.
Leave them up. Except go to the bus driver's window. Don't mess up my window. Never go near the wheel of the bus. I had a friend.
So right now we're working on our November activities book. And we have bears, cars, Play-Doh to support. And that just helps with fidgeting, and it helps with little brain breaks. And so we work a little bit, and then we play with our cars, and then we count our bears. and then we go back to sorting the different, this particular project is sorting the different autumn themes. So you can see the student furthest away is coloring the acorns yellow and the squirrels red. And so we're working on it.
You won't let me?
Hi, this is Ursula Carver again. So we just did our bus evacuation, and we had record time, which is awesome. I had 2 students with behaviors, and they were perfect. My trick for that was counting to 513. And so they like that. They like the repetition and the monotony, and knowing what's to come in a different setting and different environment. Something different was happening. I'm currently walking another student to the clinic, and so he was sent to school, and he is not quite ready to come back. And I will see if the buses are still there after I go to the clinic and show you how we did the bus evacuation with our special needs kids, but it'll just be myself, of course. And let's see, I am approaching the clinic, but as you can see, all of our halls are decorated and just really inspiring. So it's autumn themes right now. Oh, and here I am at the clinic. More soon.
Hi, Ms. Carver. This is Sandy, the school health aide. We're here in the clinic, and this is where Ms. Carver's students come when they have bumps and bruises and scratches, or if they feel sick. It's been fun working with you this year, your first year at Glen Forest.
Yes, I love it here. Thank you so much. Thank you for being so helpful and supportive and caring and kind to all of my students.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
We appreciate everything you do for us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yes. Promise. If you keep doing that.
So right now our students are taking a little brain break with Play-Doh and shapes, which is a really fun activity. It's also creative, and it helps them work on social skills, shapes, colors, and then we also have some of our drawing activities. So there's lots of fun options that we provide when we take brain breaks to supplement our learning day. And something neat that we're doing is we're having healthy lunches today in our classroom. We're so lucky. So just like they said, we have the mac and cheese and healthy oranges and milk, and so that's quite lovely for my students. So one at a time for the bathroom. So here's our Veterans Day packet that I had made for my students, and we'll work on them today, and then we'll send them home. So just something nice to work on in class. So we'll work on those throughout the day, and then we'll send them home to the parents. And something neat that we have is the brain break box. So if a student needs to take a break, can just request a box which has Legos, truck, Play-Doh, sea creatures, little people, and this is a great a way to self-initiate the need to take a break. Here we go. So what we're working on is autumn animals.
No.
I know, it's wonderful. Are all of these? I can write calm hands, calm body. So we just write calm
And I'll
hands
do like this. And like
and calm body.
this.
And that's a great calming, just something to start the page off. And then I also start counting. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so after 5 minutes calming down, we're going back to the other room and rejoining the class for lunch.
What are you doing?
So what I'm working on right now is giving them pre-writing prompts in their brand new journals. So we filled up our journals and we're starting new ones, which is very exciting. So we did, today was Bus Safety Day, and it's also Veterans Day. And I'll give them the pre-writing prompt, so a flag and a person and a school bus, and then they can elaborate on this project themselves. And that gives them the guidelines to start projects, and then calm hands. Respect for the diversity of others. I'm very sensitive to individual learning needs, and I recognize the importance of social needs of my students in addition to embracing all of their cultural diversities within our classroom. I encourage peer interaction and learning about each other. And I'm part of an educational community at my school that's based on respect for others. Professionally and with courtesy and civility, I interact with my students, fellow educators, administrators, parents, and other community members. And I treat everyone with the same dignity and respect I hope to receive myself. So it's sort of the golden rule: treat others the way you like to be treated. And this afternoon, I am accompanying my kinders to their first computer science class. So this is a lot of fun. Okay, grab the red guy and drop him in the red bucket.
And then the right one, it doesn't tell the computer what to do. Okay? It just makes stuff appear. That's it. I'm gonna show you what I mean.
Do you need help with that?
Where's he? Let's go.
Watch this. So we got the red guy, and you drop him in the red bucket. Your turn. You have to use 2 fingers, but put this down. Put this down. You have to click here, and then you move him to here. See? I'm catching the bus button. Fairness. I believe I'm very fair and promote social justice and equity. I maintain appropriate standards of confidentiality, and I exercise fairness in all areas, including assessment. My school is a project positivity school, and every morning in the morning news show, it's a school-wide focus on a different character trait every day. So for every week. For example, this week it's bravery, and last week was generosity. And this promotes the growth mindset where students and staff are encouraged to reflect on the weekly focus in a thoughtful and mindful way. And I think that ties back to fairness in the sense that it's also a character trait that I try to have in my classroom and try and work towards. So recess time. They're so peaceful and happy right now. It's a wonderful opportunity for creative movement for our small classroom. So I'm also adding some word prompts from the project positivity that we follow at our school. So thankful, that sort of ties into autumn theme. And then brave was our word of the week. And then kindness, well, it's always good to be kind and nice to everybody. So that's definitely a good word prompt, and those will be really fun pictures to draw for my students. And here's more samples of student work that was done this morning.
Thank you.
Professional conduct. I exercise sound judgment and ethical behavior, and I am a positive role model within my school community. I always come to work early. I stay late when I need to, and I work until my work is done for the day. I have a very strong work ethic and do my best to lead my team of instructional assistants and my students by setting a good example. I used to train horses, so that just requires a lot of discipline and repetition, and you have to be relaxed and calm and just very patient. So that's something unique that I bring to to, I guess, my school. It's different, but just a lot of repetition and just a calm demeanor. And I always try and lead by setting a good example. When we're pressed for time, I always make sure my instructional assistants get their lunches and their breaks, and I have no problem skipping my own so they can take theirs. Moving on, for professional conduct, student information is always kept confidential. So if a parent asks about another student, then we just don't discuss. And the content I teach is always level appropriate. If I have to make a change in the schedule due to a behavior, I always look for ways to replace the time lost. So for inclusion, for example, so if a student missed part of a specials because of their behavior in the hallway, then we try and put extra time into a recess or an inclusion. Let's see. So temporary loss of inclusion time can be replaced with an additional inclusion time for the day. So they're still interacting with their peers, and there's balance. I think that's a professional way to handle a loss of time due to a student's behavior. Okay, ready?
Oh no, sorry.
S for sled.
So
Oh, munisipyo. Ano ba kaya pa munisipyo?
P for parent. Oh, that's crab.
Wait. What's that?
And here we are with our Veterans Day activity. I want. Okay, we'll take a bathroom break.
I go to the bathroom.
Okie dokie. Here we go. Reflection. I believe that reflection combined with experience leads to growth as a teacher. I work very hard to be mindful and thoughtful about my professional practice and seek self-improvement through meeting with administration, my department chairs, very hands-on. So is my mentor, who's right next door. We really appreciate all of their help, and all of the other professionals and specialists at my school. I try and learn from them as much as I can as a new teacher, their best practices, and I try to adopt or adapt to make them my own, and to grow as much as I can as a teacher. Reflection enables me to learn from experience, and have, aha moments where I realize what I can do better, or think of things that I can do next time that maybe I didn't do. Or just time management. So what I found is I've been putting together too much content and too many activities. So I always have leftover, which is great though, because sometimes I have students who are early finishers, or it's something that maybe at the end of the year we can come back to. So I guess there's not enough hours in the school day for everything I put together. That's fine. And also time to reflect on what may or may not have worked, and of ways I can better add value to teachable moments. So we're continuing with our Veterans Day project, and I have 4 kinders working. So what is it? On Veterans Day, we give thanks to the men and women who served in the armed forces. We've got Coast Guard, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force. Curiosity. So I believe it's important to promote and support curiosity in the classroom. So what's this? What does that do? How does this work? And I encourage active inquiry because this growth mindset mentally makes my students think and want to learn more. Okay, so right now I am doing my planning period in class, and I'm currently putting together the progress notes, so copies of them in hand in a binder, so I just have quick access to everything. And so and this is the binder I use to capture all the data on my students in. And so I have their IEPs and then past progress notes. And then let's see, we've actually have a very busy week. Our report cards went home yesterday. Only first grade gets report cards. My kinders don't, but they still get their progress notes. And so all of my students have gone different directions for their morning meeting with their gen ed class. We have the overall school morning meeting on the smart board from the principal and the oh, someone's at the door. One moment. And for students who have behaviors and don't go to morning meeting in the gen ed setting, my wonderful assistant, Miss Sanchez, hosts while I'm away at planning.
Shake hands. You want to shake hands?
Hey, hey, what do you say? Let's celebrate. It's a brand new day. Hey, hey, what do you say? It's a beautiful day.
Honesty. I believe I model integrity and honesty by my words and actions. I always do as I say, and I never have unrealistic expectations for my instructional assistants, myself, or my students. If I know I can't do something or can't be somewhere, I always say. And I always do my best to try and accomplish everything I set out to. So I'm actually quite pleased with myself. I'm always honest with myself and my students, my team, and I don't know, I do my best.
Are they like monies?
It is. We're gonna count. Okay, ready? 1,
Let me do it.
2,
I'm first.
3. And I am back in the teacher's lounge, and I'm sending daily records and logs home to parents. So I just take a moment once we capture all the data, then we send it, make a copy for ourselves, and then a copy for the parents.
Use it. Ah!
It's story time.
Math are not for quiet.
Yours are for listening.
David's mom always says, "No, David." No, David. No, David, no. No, no, no. Come back here, David. David, be quiet.
Miss Gaba.
We're still listening to the story.
Don't play
Miss
with
Gaba.
me.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing?
We're listening to the story.
That's enough, David.
Botanya. Para botanya. Botanya.
Go to your room.
Botanya. Pero you are untied.
Settle down.
No, settle down.
Stop that this instant. Put your hands away.
Sit down.
Not in the house, David.
The point
compassion. So it is in my nature to be kind and gentle. So professional friendliness, warmth, and genuine caring shine through in my relationships with others. So I try to provide intellectual, emotional, and spiritual support to my team and classroom when asked or needed. So examples include me sitting with my students and drawing, or I don't know, this week, I guess this ties into it. We had a tough week, and we banded together and we did a really good job. And I bought lunch for my team. They work hard and they deserved it. So I guess that's confession too. I hope so. Okay, so this is a teachable moment. We drew on the smart board, and so we are now cleaning the smart board. So we will not have story time until the smart board is completely clean. So something wonderful that our school does is they provide apples for us. And here they are. Well, actually, it's part of the fresh fruit and veggie program. Today, it's just apples. So let me see if I can find our name. Advocacy. So I understand the impact of community involvement and servant leadership as it applies to the welfare of others in the educational setting. A recent example would be me joining the faculty committee. At first I did it just to learn more about the school and the school community, and to serve, to help other teachers. And the committee meets monthly, and teachers can anonymously submit suggestions or point out better ways to do things, or even problems. And then the committee addresses them, and some of the questions are for admin, and some are things that the committee can help with. So I think it's a great way for me to advocate for the staff and teachers at school. So a big part of my day is tying shoelaces. You get pretty good at square knots. So we've just transitioned first grade out to their specials class, and kinders have just transitioned back in, and everyone's doing a settle down activity. Gentle.
Oh, what happened?
There we go. Calm hands, calm bodies.
November 11th is Veterans Day. Americans honor veterans, people who have served or currently serve in the U.S. military. What makes November 11th special? On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918, the battles of World War I ended. The Allied countries and Germany called the truce, also known as an armistice, and November 11th became known as Armistice Day. The following year, President
So on the smart board, we have an overview of Veterans Day. And then my kinders are enjoying their snack. And then working on their own computers.
Today, there are more than 23 million veterans in the United States. Do you know any veterans? How do you thank them?
You see, yesterday I was in a bad mood. So I did something very, very rude. I teased my friend Lisa for her glasses and made her cry throughout all of her classes. When I got home, I saw my mom. She put my hand.
Dedication. So I am committed to the profession of teaching and learning. I'm pretty sure that I'm always going to seek continued education. So if I don't pursue a second master's degree, I might do a PhD or or at least take more classes. I love learning myself. And I'm also a special needs parent. And my daughter has TBI, and so I am definitely dedicated to this field, as it's an area that I can help the world, and I am a cancer survivor, so I definitely want to do something great with the rest of my life. So definitely dedicated. So right now I'm taking a moment to go through everyone's schedules, student by student, and we're revamping everything. We have it broken down by overall classroom, kinders and first grade, and by teachers. So I have the time, kindergarten, first grade, myself, assistant 1, assistant 2, assistant 3, and then kinder. Then it's broken down by different students. And then it's broken down by individual students. Some students require visuals, and this is the easiest way to do it. I just drop the image next to the words, and it's a non-communication way. It's actually have it taped to the desk in addition to all of my assistants have, and posted outside the door and at my desk at the door, so everyone knows where they need to be. And then I also have specials for everyone. So, on Mondays they go here, and Tuesdays they go there. So it's just a way to stay organized and on top of everybody's schedule. So it's the end of the day, and what we do is we post all of the buses and our students dismissed from the classroom. I know you guys are cleaning, and all of my kids have to clean before they get to go home, and that's something that we do at the end of every day. Some days it takes a little bit longer than others, and some days they are just on it. So today's one of those days when they're excited to go home and excited to get back on the bus, probably because we had the... So here I am with my mentor, Ms. Schiavone, and we've just had a meeting with our department chair, Ms. Davis, who is taking a work call. And we discussed scheduling logistics for IAs and students, and we touched base on curriculum and just things that our department is working on. So that's it for a typical day at school. Thank you. Bye-bye.